Hello Gophers and welcome back to part 2 of our introduction to Go. In this video, we'll be learning about how to install Go on your local system and how to use Go's playground. Before we move forward, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also press the bell icon so that you don't miss on any new updates.
Once you land on the Go homepage, you'll see two main features that they highlight on their homepage. One is download Go for any sort of operating system that you might be using, and a playground sort of functionality which you might be knowing if you might have used TypeScript before this. In this Go playground, you can test small piece of codes where you can understand how the code will react if you write certain sort of syntaxes. This has some limited functionality where you cannot access the file system because this code will be executed on the server of Go people, and then the output will be returned back to you in this screen. Let's see how this works. This is a small basic program that Go puts forward for the first time, and you can directly run the program. It has printed you the code that was written over here. Let's see if we can try some functions and test something of our own. Here I am trying to create a variable of by name welcome note, and I'll try to print that variable's value also in the console. Now when I run this code, I will see output of two lines where one line contains the string that we wanted to print and the other line has the string that was already getting printed. Now let's see how we can download and install Go on our local systems. Click on the download Go button over here and you will be redirected to a page where you are being listed a number of installers for different operating systems. I am using Windows, so I'll be downloading the MSI version for Windows. So now once the MSI is being downloaded, we'll click on the MSI and we'll wait for the process to get started. Here it is computing some spaces requirement. Once the space requirement is complete, you will be getting this option to click on next icon where it will say that it will start installing Go on your system. So if you have a previous version of Go already installed, it will give you an option to uninstall the previous version and install the new version. If you do not have any version previously installed, it will directly finish and complete the installation process. Once this is done, the installation is complete and you can directly go on your command prompt and check if you have the correct version of Go installed. To check what version of Go we have, we can write Go version. This command tells you what version of Go is being installed on your system. In my case, I have 1.14.1 version, whereas the latest one is 1.15. Once the installation is complete, I'll also redirect you to one more important segment of the website, that is packages. This is a part which will be more often used by a developer to check what packages do Go support as an internal library and what are the different type of functions that are there in each package. For example, let me take you to a very common package named FMT, and let's see what functions do the FMT package contain. This is all the list of functions that are there in a FMT package, and if you want to see any example related to each of the function, they are also given over here. So this page helps a developer understand how he can use any function and he can try and run each and every function in this particular example areas.
Thank you for watching the video. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also press the bell icon so that you don't miss on any new notifications. Also do comment us below on any feedbacks or any new tutorials that you want us to do.